Saturday and his amazing friends.
Hi, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to another existing episode of Saturday and His Amazing Friends, the show where you and I revisit classic cartoons of old that graced our Saturdays long, long ago. Today, we journey back to 1989, when Batman was big, Paula Abdul danced with a grotesque cartoon cat, and another successful film made for adults was turned into an animated series for children. In this case, The Ghost with the Most. Say it once, say it twice, third time's the charm, Beetlejuice. That's right, the movie that gave us this.
Come on, give me one.
No, we need to work something out ourselves. We just have to try.
Yeah. Nice bottles!
Became a cartoon for kids. Because money. But for reals, not for play, this series was huge and was so popular that it actually aired on 2 competing networks at the same time. New episodes premiered Saturdays on ABC while reruns aired during the weekdays on Fox. Such a thing was unheard of and is only a testament to the raw awesomeness that is Beetlejuice. But not all was darkness and drizzle in the very beginning. As a matter of fact, when this show first started airing, it was mid at best and bad at worst. Not an indicator of the experimental and envelope-pushing series that it would become later on. Of course, I couldn't get my mitts on any of those episodes, so I'm taking a look at episode 8. Because God hates me. Are the earlier episodes really that bad? Only one way to find out. In the name of cashing in on the release of a sequel that's been years in the making, let's watch Beetlejuice!
Whoa. Oh, that's right. Say it 3 times and, well, you see now. Well, I guess there's nothing else we can say except it's showtime. Well, he seems jolly. You might even say he's in high spirits. You know, I usually take this opportunity during my show to playfully jest about the opening titles. However, considering that Danny Elfman crafted this theme, clearly inspired by the incredible score of the Beetlejuice movie that he also composed, I decided it would be wise not to dwell on it for too long, for fear of a... Yo, come on!
For the purpose of this review, the theme to the Beetlejuice cartoon has been replaced with copyright-free music. Enjoy.
But you won't. You won't enjoy. It's showtime! Before we get into the animated adventures of BJ, I'm going to give you a reason to hate this series because that's just a classy thing to do. And I think that Beetlejuice would approve of that classy thing. Anyway, Nelvana, the Canadian studio behind the Beetlejuice animated series, was all set to create a Batman cartoon with J. Michael Straczynski, the creator of Babylon 5, and they had some top-notch talents lined up, including David Wise, Larry DiTillo, and some guy named Paul Dini. However, Nelvana decided to ditch the whole Batman idea and go with a cartoon about a handsome, bug-eating demon instead. One Tim Burton character derailed another. I can't make this stuff up. I guess Denny did get his chance a few years later and blessed the world with the Batman the Animated Series, which bataranged its place right into the hearts and minds of millions. But it might have happened sooner if it wasn't for Beetlejuice. What are we waiting on?
After these messages, we'll be right back.
The day Birdie, the early bird, learned how to fly. Ronald tried to help Birdie reach the sky. Her friends all tried to help. But that bird couldn't fly.
Try once more, just for me.
I'm trying for you. Trying for you. Oh, I'm flying.
So do you think Birdie the early bird stopped appearing in commercials because she couldn't abide that McDonald's was serving her kind on the menu? Or did she end up on the menu?
There's a special kind of love no one can match. You'll find it in the Cabbage Patch. Cabbage Patch Kids, a special kind of love.
Special kind of love that costs over $20. That's illegal in every state but Nevada.
Wake up to the hot taste of Kellogg's Pop-Tarts.
A taste so cool, yeah.
You know, this is another one of them wonderful commercials that takes on a whole new, unintentional message when you add a different musical score.
Wake up to the hot taste of Kellogg's Pop-Tarts.
A taste so cool, they're hot. Pop-Tarts popping up, they pop up hot. A taste so cool, it's right there, hot. Taste the real fruit so hot. Oh, a taste so cool, they're hot.
Now here's Beetlejuice.
The episode picks up with Lydia Dietz in school. The teacher asks for volunteers for the yearly charity bazaar, and Lydia volunteers to create a haunted house. Perfect fit as she is, what's the word I'm looking for?
Strange and unusual.
Yep, that's it. Thanks. Hey, where's my wallet? However, Claire Brewster, the mean popular girl, also volunteers at the exact same time, and she and Lydia are assigned to the project. Well, I'm sure these two are going to be fast friends. Fiends. Fast fiends.
Babes! Hi, BJ.
So a major difference you will notice right away between the movie and the cartoon is that in the cartoon, Beetlejuice and Lydia are best platonic friends. Where in the movie, Beetlejuice just tries to marry an underage girl against her will. What in the Harvey Weinstein was he thinking? It's pretty messed up when you think about it. That's why I try not to think. But yes, Beetlejuice is a lot more likable, a lot less of a pervert, and 82% less evil, which is just the right amount of evil that network television would allow on TV at the time. Things changed when Fox News hit the airwaves. Honestly, I'm not sure what Lydia has against Claire. She seems to be nice.
I have a totally awesome idea. I don't need you or your disgusting doodles. My haunted house.
I'm gonna get her.
What they want. Oh yeah? Well, I say we each build our own haunted house and see who makes the most money.
Oh, I can tell it's on like Donkey Kong. Not yet. Not yet. Just wait. Beetlejuice and Lydia work on scary gags so they can beat Claire Brewster's stupid, lame haunted house that probably smells like perfume and acne wipes. But when it comes time to get the spookiest sound effects possible, instead of just going to a Sam Goody, which was the tradition at the time, they decide to go to the Netherworld. Oh, you don't know what that is? Okay, context would be nice, I guess. The Netherworld is this show's version of the afterlife, or hell, or the Netherworld. This show did have to be TVG after all. We can't have our audience experiencing existential crises at the thought of the end of their meaningless existences and spending eternity in a possible purgatory, with no chance of moving on until their very souls evaporate into the cold, unforgiving blackness of nothingness, bringing a close to an existence that is both futile and forgotten.
This is your hot tub.
No, it's my rot tub.
Pud. BJ and Lydia go about collecting sound effects, and we're briefly introduced to Jack LaLanne.
Ah, Lydia, bonjour.
Oh, wait, I mean Jacques LaLanne. Excuse me, Jacques. What is your entire personality on this show?
I am a skeleton. How much worse off can I get?
Wow. So what's worse in this cartoon's opinion? Being a skeleton or being French?
How many times has this happened to you?
I feel like this show needs a dose of Ritalin. It's so random and dumb and all over the place, and I should really turn it off, and yet I can't look away. You can tell that Tim Burton had his finger in this pie and was stirring it and burning himself, but that's okay because he likes the pain. So Beetlejuice is Lydia's super secret supernatural best friend that no one knows about, yet he's duplicating himself and creating a haunted house in full view of everyone. Are they just unobservant, or does this town operate on Buffy the Vampire Slayer rules where everyone just kind of forgets? Just like my Duolingo lessons. A Udemy.
Even she could be proud.
With BJ's help, Lydia's haunted house is completed.
This place would scare the pants off anyone.
Exposing himself to a child. Maybe he is more like the movie Beetlejuice than we thought. Or at least he's more like Jeffrey Jones. Oh, sure, boo me, but not him.
Come on. Daddy is paying you overtime.
In the middle of the night, Claire and a wrecking crew come to assemble her house and disassemble Lydia and Beetlejuice's. The house she puts up is going to be full of mannequins of herself in danger because that's what she believes everybody wants to see, which is ridiculous because who would want to see some conceited blonde airhead with a rich father contributing nothing to society and making people stupider just by being in close proximity with her?
Wait to see the looks on our customers' faces.
Oh.
Mr.
Unfortunately, unlike the American public of the early 2000s, Claire's selfish and stupid acts don't fly, and her lame haunted house basically causes a bigger riot than a fat, lying election loser. Lydia even has to send Beetlejuice away before he literally kills her. Yeah, I mean, he never said he was going to, but trust me, he was about to straight up end her, and would that have really been a bad thing? After Claire blames the failure of her lame haunted house on Lydia, the high road is no longer an option, and Lydia unleashes the ghost with the most for some serious and sweet revenge. Beetlejuice reassembles Lydia's haunted house, taking over Claire's pink puke palace in the process. Of course, Claire being Claire, the ridiculous little scamp that she is, she decides to ride the haunted house as well to poo-poo on everyone's parade, and so Beetlejuice sends her to hell. I mean, we're all of the idea that the neither world is hell, right? So Beetlejuice sends her to hell. This is a kid's show.
Oh my gosh, a French guy!
You know, I'm having a harder time believing that none of these people are questioning how one middle school girl was able to build a track ride than I am that Beetlejuice physically sent a bully to hell. Beetlejuice straight up traumatizes a child for several minutes, sort of like I was traumatized during the tunnel scene in Willy Wonka, but that's okay. She deserves it, and so did I. I was an evil child.
Say, I'm trying a new look. What do you think?
I'm not gonna lie and say that it's a shame when bad things happen to bad people. I love it. Bring on that karma and make it a double. Ooh, every bone in her body just snapped, and I like it. The haunted house is a hit, Lydia's parents are proud of her, and Beetlejuice returns a permanently damaged Claire to the mortal plane. So, What did we learn from this episode?
You two should work together on an art project and edit the school newspaper together.
That's right. Do a good job and you'll end up on a team of horrible people who will take credit for all your work, and in the end, isn't that the scariest thing of all?
Oh, Beetlejuice.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
What's that noise? Where did all the funny footprints come from?
I wonder if they're going to find a cute little alien to take care of, and then they have to get it away from the government and get it home before... Oh. Ooh, that's kind of scary.
New Sun-Kissed Fun Fruits Funny Feast. The snack that comes in 19 feet. Made with real fruit.
Hey, what's that say? ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. A great game from Chef Boyardee.
I remember ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. I ate an entire can and then I crapped out a better story than the Borderlands movie.
I'm Captain O.G. Readmore, a reading kind of cat. Read a book like me, you'll soon agree that reading is where it's at.
Aw, poor OG. Florida threw him in prison for encouraging children to read.
Now back to Beetlejuice.
The next episode starts with Beetlejuice slinging more slime on someone's head than a stagehand on You Can't Do That on Television. Turns out BJ is peddling his fake hair tonic to the mayor, a guy he can't stand for some reason. Maybe the mayor called him Beetle Poop one too many times. What, so he can do puns and I can't? Lydia shows up and she's pretty miffed because Beetlejuice won't stop pranking her dad with otherworldly clipper bugs that destroyed his garden at... Whoa. Was that an eyeball tree? Are the eyeballs like fruit? Do they ripen? Do they fall off at the end of the season? Is the tree alive? Is that how it sees? Did we just watch a living thing get killed? Does that mean the eyeball tree is a perfect predator with 360-degree vision? Is it like the Whomping Willow from Harry Potter? J.K. Rowling is a dirty turf, by the way. These are the thoughts that remain with me when the power goes out and I have to sit in the dark alone. Yeah, despite the fact that Lydia is getting fed up with Beetlejuice being a 2-bit con artist, he succeeds in tricking the mayor into thinking that he has a full head of hair, and then he says the fatal words that serve as the hook for this episode.
How about a little pat on the back?
What's wrong?
Oh, back pimple. I hate those. You know, I get those every now and again, and oh my God! No, that's how I try to get rid of my back pimples as well. I'm sharing way too much with you people. Beetlejuice is horrified of his impish hanger-on only momentarily, because Pat on the Back becomes Beetlejuice's biggest fan, and thus his biggest enabler. Pat on the Back gives Beetlejuice an idea. An awful idea. Beetlejuice got a wonderful, awful idea.
Laddie, what say we mess up old Mayor What's-His-Name's popularity tour?
I never liked that mayor. He's always trying to feed me to the sandworms.
Just like the Texas government.
A real friend would tell you when you're about to make a big, stupid mistake.
Message!
Oh, we're doing one of these kind of episodes. What the heck is a slime ball adium?
This the best wig you could find?
I just realized the mayor's name is May or May Not. You know, there's a lot of terrible puns in this series, but that deserves a gold star. That's right up there with Marshall Willenholly from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. That was not an invitation. I know this episode was made in 1989, but tell me he doesn't look just like a certain politician.
Surrounded by water, big water, ocean water.
What is that?
You know, this has reminded me of something.
Dung beetles like these in Africa put their heads down, their bottoms up, and use their super strong front legs to roll away this dung, help deal with the fly problem, and recycle the dung for a positive purpose.
May or may not has no idea you're responsible. Beetlejuice!
Given that their legs are doing that speedy roadrunner thing, I figured they'd be moving faster than this.
Brilliant, Beetlejuice, brilliant!
I think I'll be back when you decide to stop being a bodacious beetle brain.
Don't worry, Mayor. Our private eyes are watching out for Beetlejuice. He won't bother you this time.
Wait a second, are those guards the offspring of the eye tree? Does that mean that they get a job, start a family, and then put down roots? Go ahead and boo. I've seen what makes you cheer. Just like Richard Gere, allegedly.
Mayor's popularity poll has dropped off the face of the earth.
Did you see where the arrow came from? I told you the Netherworld was hell.
There's the culprit. Things are getting real hairy.
Oh my gosh, they're lost in my grandmother's shag carpet. I'm sure you caught on to the irony that Beetlejuice started the episode conning people with a fake hair tonic, only to actually cause hair to grow on everything around him with the simple use of a metaphor, meaning that he had the ability to grant the mayor and anyone else who asked a full head of hair, but chose not to. I respect that level of pettiness. By this point of the episode, Beetlejuice is having what we call a real uh-oh moment as he realizes he's let Pat on the back push him too far. He's in deep trouble, and if he gets caught, he's totally getting fed to the sandworms. So with no escape route in sight, Beetlejuice frantically calls for help from the only person he can really trust. What the heck is Poff?
Beetlejuice?
I need your help! Well, just knowing you're gonna help me is a weight off my shoulders.
Did Beetlejuice just kill Pat on the back with a figure of speech? Brutal. Back in the Netherworld, Lydia gets the bright idea to dump a bunch of the Clipper bugs from earlier in the episode all over the land so they can eat up all the hair that Beetlejuice created. Well, this is a cause for celebration. Let's have some puns!
Bates, you deserve a pat on the... a hearty handshake.
I'll pass.
Things will never be hairy again.
You know, without the wig, Mayor Maynot looks kind of like the mayor from Halloween Town. Same character or nepotism to keep a family in power. You be the judge. Actually, you can't be the judge. He's the judge.
Mayor, you deserve a pat on the back.
Indeed he do.
Wait! Does everyone in the Netherworld have magic powers when it comes to wordplay? Why are they going to Beetlejuice for help when they could have just put hair on their heads themselves? Oy, I need an aspirin.
Oh, we want those allowance game cards from Tang. Read my lips.
You know, those game cards you match up to win a free allowance for a year.
By the pricking of my thumb, some Tang wicked this way comes.
2 millions will try and thousands will win, so match them up.
I'm getting 5 a week.
I'm getting 10 a week.
You know, the only downside to this contest is you have to drink Tang.
Tang brand drink.
We were the last ones to leave after the Heck's big concert.
Oh man, they were great.
Someday, I'm gonna be a rock star.
Well, this is going to be fun. These kids are going to live their dream and make their own rock band. I love these wish fulfillment commercials. Ah! No! 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 Get it away! Eat the children, not me! Ah!
Will you still love me when I'm president?
President? Everyone knows the president can't be a female.
Can too.
Can't.
Well, the Trump-Harris debate wasn't anywhere near as mean as I thought it would be. And that was Beetlejuice. I know what you're saying.
This sucks.
And you're right, it did. This pair of episodes was pretty weak. If memory serves, it took a season for the show to find its footing and become more than just a collection of lame puns. It became imaginative, subversive, and smart. With lame puns! As a matter of fact, the show became a lot better when it dropped the whole 2 stories in 1 episode formula and expanded the adventure out to an entire half hour. So please, don't let this couple of duds chase you away when there are much better episodes down the pipe. Who knows? Maybe I'll revisit them later on, particularly if Tim Burton gives us a 3rd movie. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Oh. Should have seen that coming. Wait, I said Beetlejuice like a dozen times in this episode. Why did it only work now? What is this, Gremlins logic? If you liked what you saw here, and why wouldn't you? Why not give our Patreon a visit and become a member for only $5 a month? Or more. With your help, we can continue to make content like Saturday and His Amazing Friends, Jason Watches, The VHS Vault, and more I want to bring you, including a super secret project that I'm working on. You can be like the hosts with the most, just like John Borg, James Gibbons, and Bradley Amiel Julian. They are the Beetle to my Juice, the Day to my O, the Michael to my Keaton, and something funny and a slightly less funny thing. Please check out the video description below to become an absolute legend as well. And that does it for this installment of Saturday and His Amazing Friends. Do you have a Saturday morning cartoon from the past that you want to see me revisit? Then by all means, drop a comment and pray that I notice, because I am distracted very easy. Ooh, shiny. You know, this really was a good show. I deserve a pat on the back.
You're right, lad. That was your best episode ever.
Hey! It's my very own pat on the back! Thank you!
You really tried with this episode, and that's the saddest part.
Hey!
You know, when you set the bar low, you're never disappointed.
That's not very encouraging at all.
You know, that bald spot on the back of your head, it's not nearly as bad as you think it is.
What bald spot? I don't think I like you very much.
Huh, that's what your mother said the day you were born.